Today at Chile Expat Family, I wanted to introduce you guys to a family that's visiting us, and so stand by for that. Welcome to Chile Expat Family. I told you I was going to introduce you to somebody. This is Miles McCutcheon.
Hello.
And Miles is here with his family, and he's been visiting Chile, and you're going to get his perspective on Chile instead of my perspective on Chile. So here we go. Miles is his name, and his wife Kristen are here, and they made a visit to Chile to see if they liked it. And I thought, well, since they're the seventh, y'all are the seventh family actually that stayed with us, or person, or whatever, and to come stay with us, that it'd be really nice to hear somebody else's perspective on what Chile is, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So I thought I'd interview him a little bit while he's helping me clean my barn. And so Miles, why don't you tell them who you are and all that, or whatever you want to say.
My name is Miles. I'm 28 years old, and I came down here with my wife Kristen and our 2-year-old son Miles. And we started this journey about 3 months ago, and started in Ecuador, then went to Peru for a little bit, then we moseyed on down to Chile, and been enjoying the nice sunny weather today, which is not normal for this time of year.
Yeah, winter here.
Yeah. It's a little different. It's not exactly sunny skies and 80 degrees. It's usually a bit chilly, hence the name of the country. Not really, but it's also very wet. It rains quite a bit, which is good though, because everything stays nice and green and everything's beautiful, and there's just green pastures everywhere. So that's pretty neat stuff.
Well, okay. Let me ask. When did you start thinking about coming to Chile?
Well, we started thinking about coming to a lot of different countries. First it was Southeast Asia, then we decided we don't like 99 degrees and 100% humidity every day of our lives, and then started looking at South America and looked at Argentina, and then different countries like Chile and Peru and all the other countries, and see what they had to offer and what their climate was like. And we ended up picking Chile because we like the climate here, and for the most part they have a stable government and stable economy, and it's not too different from home. It's not too drastic, but it's also a different lifestyle, different culture, different everything. We didn't want to go too Americanized, like go to Europe or something, same stuff you see every day. So we wanted to pick somewhere that had the comforts, or some comforts of home, but was also a new experience for us. So that's why I started looking at Chile, because it seems like it has a good mix of all that.
Well, here's a loaded question, the long question.
Yeah.
Why did you choose to leave? Or why are you considering leaving?
Just the ridiculousness that's going on in the U.S. with the riots, and you got groups like Antifa that are being praised, and just general the stupidity of the government, and the how people are nowadays, how it's like the morals have left. People don't live off of common sense and good morals and good judgment. It's all about entertainment. I'm entitled to this, give me that. You need to buy. You need the new iPhone or you're not cool. You need the new 72-inch TV because now your 68-inch TV makes you look like a loser. Stuff like that. It seems very pointless why any of that exists, and we kind of just wanted to get away from it because you're consumed by that in America. That's the whole lifestyle.
So you went from, you were in St. Augustine, correct?
Yeah.
That area.
Yeah.
And you went from there to Ecuador.
Yeah.
And then from there you went to
Peru.
And you took a teaching English class
there.
Yeah,
we got our TEFL certifications to teach English as a foreign language in Peru and Arequipa. And we did that. I did the month, and then Christy did the next month. So we were there for 2 months. So we spent quite a bit of time down there, and met a couple people, met some really good friends that we're always going to try to stay in contact with, and it was an experience, and it's just a different lifestyle. It's a different culture. Everything. You have people who are extremely poor, and in Americans' eyes, oh my gosh, you live off of $400 a month. That's nothing. You know, that's.
What was Peru? Not to get too much on Peru, but was Peru a first world, second world, or a third world country? How did it compare to the U.S.?
Compared to the U.S., it's nowhere near a first world country because the infrastructure is lacking. They don't have, like, you can't drink the water. The power goes out constantly. Well, not constantly, but it's just not. It's going to go out at one time, and you don't know when or how long it's going out for. It's just going to go out, just like the water. Sometimes they give you a warning, which how could you know though? Because sometimes only certain people know. And your water will go out for 2 days, and then you're buying bottled water, and you just hope it wasn't in the middle of taking a shower or something.
How did Peru compare? Okay, so we know how it compares to the U.S.
Yeah.
It's a little, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's a poor.
Yeah,
it would be more second or third world than.
It's climbing out of the third world in my opinion.
How's that compared to Chile?
Chile seems way more first world in the sense of infrastructure. I can go out and just drink water out of the tap. I can open the tap, drink as much as I want, not gonna get sick. Yeah. For most of the country, I can just have a sip of water. It's not going to hurt me. They seem to really take care of roads, take care of just the general looks, and the infrastructure. The main highways and everything are really nice to drive on. Modern cars. They have anything that you could want in the U.S. per se. It might cost more, or you might be limited on your options. But whatever you wanted, you could get if you tried hard enough. Yeah. It just might cost you.
Culturally, did you see any difference between here and Peru?
Oh, there's a huge culture difference. Yeah. You can definitely see, especially in this area, you can see the German influence.
Yeah.
In Peru, it's the Andean people, a lot of them, and then you still have some of the Spanish influence. You still see people who look very Spaniard and stuff like that, and they're usually upper class people. And
so you stood out in Peru. Do you stand out here in Chile?
Not as bad.
Yeah.
No, not as bad, because in Peru, someone could look at you and go, "You're a gringo. You don't speak Spanish." That's obvious. Yeah. Here, they have no idea. As long as your hair is somewhat dark and you have a pretty pale complexion, they can't tell the difference.
Yeah. You're German.
Yeah, they're just like, "Oh, there's some Germans over there." Yeah, and
colonial.
Hey. Yeah. So there's not that. It's different here. You don't stick out like a sore thumb. You just look like an average day person going about your business.
So, you stayed? How long have you been here total?
In Chile, I think this is we're on our third week.
Third week.
Yeah.
And you stayed in Puerto Barras for about 2 weeks.
About 2 weeks.
And about a week with us, give or take.
Yeah.
So you came here and. What were you gonna do when you got here? What was the catharsis?
The thing was, we were gonna get an English teaching job and get settled and slowly try to transition into a different lifestyle. And we don't really want to go back, but we kind of wanted to make it work out as much as we can with what we have, and we just ran into some financial issues and
money's. It's expensive in Chile.
Yeah,
it is. Is it more expensive than Peru?
Yeah.
Is it more expensive?
Certain things are more. Peru, like the food in Peru, is dirt cheap.
Yeah.
It's inexpensive. It's really cheap, really affordable. You can go to a 5-star restaurant.
And it's better than it is here too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't have spices in Chile.
No, they don't. They have meat, and salt and pepper.
Yeah, and some bread. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. In Peru, they're very prideful of their food, and it's very inexpensive, especially from an American's eye. Like, you can go eat a 5-star restaurant and you can have a beautiful steak and fish and shrimp, and at the end of it you're like, oh wow, that was only $70 US. I ate like a king, where that would cost like $300 in the US.
Yeah.
Easily.
Now, Chile compared to the U.S. cost-wise, how do you say that?
It seems like certain things are around the same price. Electronics are always more expensive. Some things aren't that off, but you're getting the Chilean version of it, so you have to accommodate yourself to that. You're not getting Heinz ketchup. You're getting Chilean ketchup, and it
Which
tastes
is a
different.
little bit different.
Yeah,
It's
it tastes
got a little
different.
Sweeter, maybe, or a little syrupy.
Yeah.
Their
And
mustard is sweeter too.
you would think with the dairy, all the dairy farms and stuff, that dairy products would just basically cost nothing, but they still cost pretty decent
Yeah,
down
it's,
here.
it's surprising that Chile is
Yeah.
one of the biggest dairy producers of all South America. We export to Brazil and Peru and everywhere north Ecuador, Panama. They're drinking our milk, and so where we are is in the middle of the milk bowl. It's just knee deep in cows right now in this area that we're in the south of Chile, and milk here is just as expensive as it is in Panama.
So it's difficult.
Cheese you're not getting any deals, which is kind of stupid, but that's the Chilean stupid economy. Government at work trying to make your life better.
Yeah.
So, all right, so you got here, you spent a week, it rained a little bit, it sleeted, it snowed a little bit, and now we got,
Beautiful,
what is
perfect sun.
What is it, 65 degrees?
It's a nice warm day.
Yeah.
It's the sun is shining bright. And it's just absolutely beautiful. It's like a postcard.
You got,
this is what you buy postcards of is the picture of Chile, basically.
Yeah. This is a money day. So you got to see Puerto Varas, and you got to see Frutillar a little bit, and you got to see Puerto Montt. And what did you think of those cities?
Puerto Varas is nice, especially if you were just visiting. If you're just coming down for like a vacation or something, I wouldn't see nothing wrong with getting a rental there and just spending some time in Puerto Varas. It's a little more expensive. It's definitely tourist. It's a tourist trap. It's a tourist economy. You go up to like Frutillar, and it's a smaller town, but it's really beautiful. It's really well kept, and there's like the fun little German museum they have, which was awesome. So they have a lot of really cool stuff. Puerto Montt has a good fish market, and the seafood is excellent. It's real fresh.
You see us on Instagram. I put some things of the sea lions yesterday.
Yeah, they have sea lions down at the bay, nice clear water, and but most of Puerto Montt is very industrialized, so it's not somewhere I'd say, you need to go. Yeah, you need to go to Puerto Montt. That's paradise on it. It's definitely not that. You use lots of tire shops and car shops and just buildings where you don't know what's going on. They're a little more run down.
Not a tourist trap.
Yeah, not touristy at all. I wouldn't. If I was a tourist, I wouldn't really. I might go to the fish market, and that's about it.
Yeah.
There's nothing else.
It
really
was good there.
Yeah.
The meal we had was
Oh
good.
no, it was awesome.
Yeah, here comes Samuel. Okay, so talk to me about you're going to go back to the United States.
Yeah.
You decided, and explain to them why you decided not to stay. Was it, we knew you had funds problems.
Yeah.
Which I got funds problems.
Yeah, we all
But
have funds problems.
they have funds problems too. But what's your intent behind that?
Well, we bought a truck here, and it, of course, we used one, and it ran good for about 3 days, and then it's sitting at the mechanics now, and between the money we spent on it and the money to fix it, and then we have to find somewhere to rent. We don't have a job yet.
No.
If we didn't have our 2-year-old with us, we could probably say, whatever, we'll make it. We can go without things. But because we have him, we feel it's in our best interest to go back and get a job, make some more money, then go our next chapter.
Would you
and do
come
the
back here?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said you'd like to look at New Zealand too.
Yeah.
Which is a very similar climate.
Yeah, my wife is absolutely in love with New Zealand, and she would love to live there. And it's hard to get there from immigration perspectives, and it's a lot of the same culture of the dairy lifestyle and cattle lifestyle and real agriculture based. And that's kind of what we want to do with our lives. We just basically want to get I guess more simple, live a simpler life,
Okay.
If I'm hungry, I don't have to go to the store. I can go, I've got chickens out back there laying eggs. Let me go get one.
That's right. Well, we really loved having Kristen and you come stay with us. Was the cabin okay?
Oh, we loved it.
I mean, it's not the Waldorf Astoria.
Oh yeah, it's not the Ritz. You're not staying at the Ritz Carlton,
No,
but it is. It's definitely
warm and
comfy,
dry
and you will definitely stay warm in there as long as you keep your fire going. You will not feel cold at all. I guarantee that. Yeah, it's nice and warm and tight, and
the rooster wakes you up at 3.
Yeah, he wakes you up 3,
5.
4. They let you know when 12:30 comes around. He's a real friendly guy.
Yeah. He doesn't give up until he's in
persistent.
The pot.
Yeah.
Actually, we have about 4 roosters right now, and several of them are going to be soup.
Yeah.
So that's their future, but that's the nature of life on the farm. But man, look, I really enjoyed having you come and stay with us and meeting you and Kristen, and following us on our blog. If you don't know about the blog, I'll put it in the comments, but it's ourchileanadventure.org, ourchileanadventure.org, and we're Properties of Chile on one word, Properties of Chile on Instagram as well. And of course, you know the YouTube channel is Chile Expat Family. Look, I really appreciate you coming and seeing us, and you know you're like family, and we don't do fancy. When somebody comes and stays with us, you know, help yourself. There's the pot, there's the pan, clean your dishes, and you're one of the family. So and cut your own wood and the whole thing. So well, thank you again, and we hope you enjoyed your adventure here. Because I mean, that's the important thing to us is. It's an adventure as well, even though we live here.
Oh yeah, because you get, especially forums and online community, everyone always tells you the doom and gloom, the negative, the bad, and Jim and his family have just been so helpful in telling us what it's actually really like to be here, what you can actually expect, what you're not going to expect. They make it realistic for you. They give you the real picture, because everyone says, oh, you're not going to make it, you're not going to do this, and here they are.
Yeah.
I mean,
and you know, people live and they work and they pay their bills here and they get up and they do it tomorrow, and they're happy here, and I tell you, we are very happy here. We're of course not rich gringos, we're poor gringos, but we're happy being poor here, and what we have is great, and we love to share with people who like to come visit us and see, you know, what is it really like, and can I do it? And from a perspective of coming and going. I really strongly recommend whatever country you're going to choose to expat to, go look at it, visit it, stay with people that know if you can find them, and ask, and then go back home for a while and think about it. Lori and I did that with Uruguay. I went there, and then Lori went with me with the boys, and then we did it also with Chile. So we were pretty sure about what we wanted to do, and you got to prepare for it. If you can get here and you're single, or you're just no kids, or you got self-sufficient kids a little bigger, you might be able to do it on, I don't know, 8 or 10 grand or $3 grand even. But you need to be prepared for it. It's going to be rough, and we had it rough too for the first couple of years, and now we're able to provide for ourselves. So that roughness, we can smooth it out, stretch it out. You know, put another cup of water in the soup pot, and life's grand. So, but anyways. Well, God bless you, and thank you, Kristen, for coming, and thank you for watching my channel, and I appreciate it from Chile Expat Family. Ciao from Chile Expat. Ciao from Chile Expat.